about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, back.
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game. So they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray giving a counter on the option. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 9-7 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Dante Hightower breaking through to take him down behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Lance. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The kick by Gold is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. To throw is Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
To about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Gets this to Ertz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Conner. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Fielded just inside the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Lance. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Lance. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Okay, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready.
2nd down. Here's Davis Price. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. Throwing now is Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a second down and 6. And Lance now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Davis Price up the middle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field. And he gets a tackle for loss there. On 2nd and 12, Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. 22 yards there, a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Samson Abuka. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores. Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to get the ball up. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Take it at the 37. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Drive begins with a carry by Davis-Price. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
Well, let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Here's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Lance going to throw. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 66 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Murray giving to Connor on the draw. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Murray. Ertz over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Murray a give. This is counter. And some space here. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's complete, and he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score, as this remains a 10-point differential. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 13 yards down to the 13. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Okay,
facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Ready?
On the jet sweep, this is Marshall. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Let's go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Go.
Davis Price will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Murray now. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Screen pass to Connor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Murray to air it out again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Marquise Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second down, and again, it's Davis Price. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's turned it 21 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Here we go, set.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Ready.
Just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Niners, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless.